up? So this is going to be the 19 to 21 week update. I just finished my 21st week, so I'm going into my 22nd week. I have a lot of things to share with you guys. A lot. And this past week, my 21st week has not been the best for me. I'm just going to start off with the 19th week. I have my notes written down. That's why the quality is not the best, because I'm using my tablet and it only goes up to 720 by 480, whereas my phone goes up to 1280 or something like that. So yeah, but I'm gonna just be recording with this camera most of the time when I do my updates, just because I have my notes written down here. But as far as the symptoms for my 19th week, just nasal congestion. I've been having that a lot, probably for the past, since like the 16th or 17th week. I've been having crazy nasal congestion. Only at night when I get ready to go to sleep, my nose will just feel stuffed up and then it'll be hard to breathe. But I know that's due to the mucus and the blood volume rising up in my body. I had mild cramping during my 19th week and back pains during my 19th week. I had lower abdominal pain on the right side, and it was like somebody just punched me in my stomach kind of pain. And then my left ankle was swollen, and it was in like a lot of pain. And it wasn't like massively swollen, but it was swollen to the point where I knew my ankle was swollen, but it wasn't noticeable to a lot of people, so they thought I was going crazy. But I know my ankle, and my ankle was swollen, so that was something new. My cravings, mashed potatoes, milkshake, strawberries, candy, and the sea salt chocolate by Ghirardelli. Oh my god, I've been craving that stuff. Finally got it, but I haven't been eating it, so I think that was just like a craving for that day or something. Some other notes that I wrote down. You guys can see my notes. I don't, even as the weeks go by, because I know someone told me during your second trimester you start to feel a little bit more better, but I still feel the same. I don't like being kissed, touched, or cuddled by my fiance. I just don't like it. And we were so lovey-dovey before I got pregnant, and now that I'm pregnant, it's just like I don't even want him touching me. I don't want him looking at me. I don't want him mentioning about anything about the pregnancy. I don't know why, but that's just how I am now, because I'm pregnant. I get really irritated quickly with one of my brothers. He irritates the mess out of me. Like, him and my fiance seem to be the only two people that irritate me. I'm not sure why. I mean, my brother always was like that. He always irritated me because he's just a playful person. But now that I'm pregnant, it's like anything he says, when he breathes, when he talks, when he walks, it irks me. So I'm not sure what's up with that, with my fiance and my brother getting to me a lot now. But yeah, I can't sleep on my back anymore. And I know they say don't sleep on your back once you hit your second trimester, but I did, and that hurts like hell, so I stopped doing it. And then I had lots more movement during the 19th week. So yeah. Oh, when I did do my sonogram, because it was during the 20th week that I had my sonogram. I'll do the sonogram information actually later on in the video. Okay, now for the 20 and 21st week update. Not much really went down in a difference between the 2 weeks, kind of the same. So for my symptoms, I had major groin and back pain. The groin pain was most likely from me doing my prenatal yoga. I think I stretched on my right side a little too far, because I like to push the limits when I'm doing yoga, and I probably shouldn't have. So that's why I have the groin pain. The back pain has been crazy. Like, I can't get out the bed sometimes, and it's just unbelievable. So yeah, I haven't had any headaches. I haven't been eating as much, I realized, for the past 2 weeks. I haven't been like hungry. Like I said, some weeks I'm like extremely hungry where I have to eat everything, and other weeks I'm not hungry at all. So my appetite fluctuates a ton. Sleeping habits are still the same, where I will sleep all day and then I'm up all night. Tons of movement, 24/7. Like, this baby moves a lot, and I enjoy the movements, but sometimes when I'm trying to sleep, it's kind of like, can you stop moving? But I love my baby nonetheless. Frequent urination and nasal congestion. I've been having to pee a lot more, which I know is due to the baby, getting bigger, and nasal congestion, that's just not going to go away probably up until after I deliver. My cravings have been ice creams, fruit smoothies, homemade strawberry banana milkshakes, lots of candy. Those Sour Patch straws and green apple, I used to hate those because I'm normally into the strawberry ones, but for some reason now I'm like craving them a lot more. Mashed potatoes and shrimp, of course, I've always been craving those, so that's not new. So that's just it for like the 19th to 21st week. Okay, now we're gonna get into like my doctor's appointment and my ultrasound. Okay, so when I went during the 19th week, I think it was my 20-week ultrasound, because I was 19 weeks and 1 day when I went. So I was in my 20th week, sorry. I went for my ultrasound. And here are the pictures from the ultrasound. The profile shot, and this is them trying to tell me it's a boy. Still don't think it's a boy. I'm going to be going to get another scan done on Wednesday. But anyway, the ultrasound, apparently when I went there, they told me, and I think I did a rant about how I felt about the ultrasound before, previous blog. But when I went, you know, the sonographer, she, like I said, she didn't talk me through anything. She didn't show me the screen. She didn't even say anything. All she said was, you know what you're having? No. I said no. She said, you want to know? I said, yeah. She said, a boy. I was like, okay, can you show me something? And she just was like, not listening to me. Whatever. So then she was like, okay, sit here. I need the doctor to come, you know, see something. Fine. Didn't think that, I got a little nervous, but she didn't say anything further, so I was fine. So the doctor came, and it was like, okay, she was like, yeah, I see what you mean, talking to the sonographer. And, you know, the only thing the doctor told me was that the nasal bone, I think she said, was like really, really small or something like that, but for me not to worry about that because I have a small nose bone, which is, you know, okay, whatever. So she wanted me to go see the genetic counselor. I didn't want to go see a genetic counselor over no small nose bone. I know that sometimes that can mean Down syndrome, but at the same time, I have a small nose bone that runs in my family. So that's not something that I was, you know, crazy about. Whatever, so I didn't go. Like, they had scheduled it, you know, everything, but I just did not go at all because I just wasn't up for it. So, I went to my doctor's appointment Friday that just passed, and, you know, I've gained another 4 pounds, so far during this pregnancy, I've gained 12 pounds. My blood pressure was good. It was 108/48. My pulse was 91. Apparently, I'm still dehydrated, so I have to cut a lot of juice out of my drinking regimen and strictly drink water, and I hate water, so yeah. The baby's heartbeats was still in the 150s. The fondest, when she measured like my uterus, I guess it was like 20 inches. Before it was 16, 17 inches, so I'm measuring pretty well. And I got my AFP results, which were negative. Now, the NT scan, which is when they measure the, they take blood from you and they measure the fluid on the back of the baby's head, also helps to check about, you know, Down syndrome and things like that, chromosomal problems or whatever the case may be. That came back negative, and then the AFP results came back negative. And both of those tests for Down syndrome, I believe, and chromosome issues, both negative. Went to my appointment, and, you know, she was like, oh, did you go see the genetic counselor? I told her no, because the doctor only told me that there was a small nose bone, and I didn't feel the need to because of my nose is small. Well, apparently the doctor that I saw for the sonogram completely lied to me. And when I say I was freaked out when my OB started talking to me, I was freaked out. Basically, they saw an echogenic intraventricular, echogenic focus. It's the EIF, basically where your baby has bright spots on the heart. A lot of people told me don't worry about that because that happens mostly during like the 20th and mostly in the 20-something week that happens. That just pops up on the baby heart. So I'm not too worried about that. But then she was saying something else about the nose, how like it's like not there, and I was just like, what are you talking about? The doctor never told me that when she, you know, did the ultrasound. And she showed me the notes, and I'm just like, I don't think that's fair because I would have rather the doctor, even though I know the doctors don't want you to be too worried about everything, I would have rather them tell me, hey, this, that, and the third, instead of telling me, oh, small nose bone, you really don't have to worry about it. My OB is telling me I should be worried because now I have a 10% chance of my baby having Down syndrome. I am a wreck. I'm trying not to worry about it because a lot of people that I know were told the same thing and their kids are perfectly fine. But I am a nervous wreck. So my doctor scheduled me an appointment with the genetic counselor on Wednesday at 11 a.m. and I have to go to that. As far as me doing amniocentesis or synthesis, whatever, I'm not doing it. I'm not. I'd rather them just redo the scan over, tell me what's going on. And I personally do not feel like I want a needle shoved in my abdomen, through my uterus, for them to take out amniotic fluid. Even though I heard that it's like 98 or 99% accurate in telling you if your baby has Down syndrome, I personally don't want to know. And it's not me being selfish, but I don't want to know. I'm not comfortable with having, first of all, I'm not comfortable with needles, period. It has taken me 18 years to get over getting a shot. Like, yes, 18 years. I was scared of shots and needles for a long time. So to have a thick needle going in my stomach with no pain medication, just straight poking me in my stomach, not gonna happen. You're not going, I'm not gonna cooperate with that, and I'm not gonna let you do it. And the fact that you can have a miscarriage, even though it's like 1% of a chance, I'm not gonna do that also because I have not health issues, but I've had previous surgeries, I guess I can say, done, and I don't want to interfere with my pregnancy at all. So I'm just gonna go to the scan, let them tell me some things, and I'm gonna work and pray hard that my baby is healthy. Because I'm just not comfortable with doing amniocentesis or synthesis or whatever the case may be. I will just do as many sonograms as I need to so they can check the progress of the baby. Now, the doctor's saying it's not something that I did, but of course, me being a new mom, I'm gonna feel like it's something I did because I haven't been taking my prenatal vitamins like I should. Like, I probably take them twice a week now because I literally like wake up and forget to take them, and I do blame myself for that if there is something wrong with my baby. I know I shouldn't blame myself for that because it's nothing that I'm in control of. It has more so to do with the chromosomes and things like that, but I still blame myself for that. And even the first week that I was pregnant, I didn't know I was pregnant, and that was the week of my birthday, and I went out and drunk. I had lots of alcohol and things like that, and I got drunk on my birthday. So I'm even, like I said, I'm blaming myself for that, even though I shouldn't blame myself for that, but I am. So they basically found 2 markers that can mean Down syndrome, and it freaks me out. Let me just show you guys the profile shot, because there's like a black dot, and I don't know if this is normal. You guys can see like the bone, and then it's like a dot, and then it's more bones and more bones. But there's a tip of the nose, and here's where the nose is supposed to be. That's the hand. So I'm not quite sure if that's what the doctor was referring to when she said it's like not there at all or something. Like, I've been freaking out, I've been crying, I've been freaking out and crying and freaking out and crying. Like, I'm trying not to cry. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go to the genetic counselor. My mom is gonna go with me because I don't want to ask my fiance because he works, and I don't know, I just rather have my mom with me because she's had 4 of us. That's just me. But like, I've been trying not to freak out even more, but it's kind of crazy, and he's kicking me. But I know my baby's gonna be okay. I know. It's just, this is not my first pregnancy, but this is my firstborn. And like I said, I will do a video on my first pregnancy and things like that in a separate vlog, because that's going to be a long video and that's going to take a ton of energy out of me. So I'll do that in a separate video. But yeah, this is my firstborn, and I'm scared because everything was going good. Like, all of my vitals is perfectly fine, and you know, the baby was perfectly fine. And then I go to my 20-week ultrasound and they tell me, oh, this, that, and the third. What do you mean? Like, I've been eating, I've been doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I haven't taken my prenatals, but all my vitals were perfectly fine. So I'm like confused. And I don't mean to make this video super long, but if any of you guys, like, when you had kids or were pregnant with your kids, had the same issue where they found markers for Down syndrome and you like had to go to genetic counseling and stuff, let me know what you guys did. Did you do the amniocentesis? Did you not do it? Did you worry too much about it? Like, what happened? Did your child come out perfectly fine? Like, I'm curious to know, and I've been going bonkers looking at like different ultrasound pictures, and I know I shouldn't do that because every ultrasound picture is different, but I'm curious to know, and I'm you know, and my mother works in OB. She works for OB in a hospital, so she knows a lot, and she's telling me not to worry, but I'm still worried because my doctor and the sonographer's boss told me that there's something wrong with my baby. So that's how the 19th to 21st week went. I'm in my 22nd week now, and he is still kicking me. I mean, there's not more to say. That's about it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this update. I have another update probably in 2 weeks because I have my genetic counseling meeting on this Wednesday, and then the following Friday my doctor wanted to see me within 2 weeks, a week after that appointment, so I have to see her again. And then yeah, so soon my videos will be coming like every 2 weeks because I will start seeing her every 2 weeks soon. Probably now because of the problems, but I'm definitely, I'm like 98% sure that I'm not doing amniocentesis because I'm not a needle person and I don't want that needle to be visual. Like, the epidural is one thing because it's just going to help me to not feel pain when I'm in birth, but to stick that thick needle in my abdomen where I can see it with no pain medication, you're out of your mind. So yeah, let me know what you guys' thoughts are on, you know, everything I just said, because like I said, they found the EIF and something with the nasal bone or plasma. I don't recall what the doctor said. I was just like blinking out when she started talking to me, but I know it's the echogenic intra something focus, basically bright spots on the heart. It's the echogenic intraventricular focus. There we go. And I've been trying to keep calm, but some days I'm calm, some days I'm crying my eyes out. I don't know what to do. So let me know what you guys have done, your thoughts, and that's about it for my update. So I will see you guys later on in the week or next week. Well, later on in the week, most likely. And hopefully my baby boy is fine. Hopefully he's still a boy. But then again, fingers crossed that they were wrong and it's a girl. But let me stop. Hopefully my baby is really fine. Like, I hope I go and they look at the ultrasound and they tell me everything is perfectly fine. That there was just something off on the sonographer's, you know, monitor, and the baby is fine. That's what I'm hoping for, but part of me knows it's not going to happen. So, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.